Tracy, unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do. There's literally nothing that we can do. CPS thinks she's being bullied. She tells everybody it's a character. I've had, you know, like emergency mental health checks for her. I've had like, you know, I've tried to get her 302'd, or some places call it like 5150, involuntarily committed. It doesn't help. She doesn't listen to anybody. She lies to everybody. I mean, you saw her essentially bait my dad this morning into screaming at her to make her the victim again. That's what she does. And before anybody tries to accuse me of doing things for clout, my gifts are off, so. Virgo girl, it has been a wild couple of days. I'm just doing my best. That's really all. That's the best I can say. I'm just doing my best. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, I try and be very careful about what I share because a lot of it's not my business, right? So I talk to certain people in my family, and there, you guys don't have to look at my dirty craft table. I'm in contact with certain people in my family, and they give me information, and I don't want to essentially throw them under the bus and share their, you know, information, but I'm not an idiot. Like, I don't need to feel the water to know it's raining outside. You know what I mean? So, and you guys see it. She's just, you know, she gets a truth and she harps on it. You know, just like the internet paid for my wedding. I got not one penny from anything, from anybody. But somehow she seems to think that the internet paid for my wedding. I don't know. I don't understand it. But she has her truth. And, you know, that's what it is. Essentially what I've gathered the past few days, Lisa thinks that everybody's obsessed with her and they do everything for clout and everybody's just trying to make a name for themselves off of her name. And she's acting like she has some sort of reality TV show that she's the star of. And, you know, she says everybody's obsessed with her and everybody does all these weird things, but then she like invites it. You know, she's asking people, come up if you have opposition, come if you want to fight with me. If you don't like me, come tell me about myself. And then she, you know, I don't know, gets upset and acts like a victim. It doesn't make any sense. But you know, Jace has more than just myself or even my sister. He has adult sisters now that have their own homes and they're clean and they're safe and they've invited him to go and he doesn't want to. There's only so much we can do. And I know that sounds terrible, you know, and a lot of people say if it was my family, I would go do this. And it's, you know, you guys just don't understand the complexity of the situation. And talking to her doesn't do anything. She has resources. She has people she can talk to. She just doesn't want it. Oh, I know, Nick. You told me. And that's why every once in a while I check, you know, I get yelled at if I come on TikTok and talk about her or post on her Reddit or whatever, you know, because I don't help. And if I loved him, I would take him and this, that, and the third. But I mean, I just check up on her every once in a while to see what she's doing, see if I need to check in on Jace. And, you know, I'll take him food or, you know, check in on him, whatever. But there's really only so much you can do. And you guys saw her. She says something, and then 5 minutes later when you call her out on it, she says, I didn't say that. And it's like, yes, you did. And she harps on it. That's all she does is she just repeats herself over and over again. And I don't know why. She seems, you know, the other day she's bringing up that, you know, Ronnie stole the stuff that was sent to Jace. And then 5 minutes later, Yins are going to get me in a fight with my sister. Why would you say that? No, you said that. You know, she has people in her corner that'll help her. There are so many people on Instagram, TikTok, everything else that have reached out to her and have offered her support and friendship and resources, and she just doesn't seem to want it. So, I don't know, guys. But, you know, I mean, she tries to push blame off on everybody else. You know, Abby's confirmed, you know, the pregnancy multiple times in multiple different ways. And I'm not trying to share their business either, but, you know, they've confirmed it, and they're not smoking crack. And, you know, Cole says, you know, he was just on live with her saying, you know, that he didn't rob her, and, you know, she's harping on it that it did. And I don't know. It's just, the whole situation is just sad. And unfortunately, if she's not going to listen to her doctors and her sisters and her parents and her children, I just, you know, everybody's going to say, well, why did you do this? Why did you come live? Because genuinely, everybody needs to just report or block or whatever. Engaging with her is not helping, right? Like, there are certain people like Tech or, you know, that have a relationship with her that, you know, have resources and have the ability to help her, that she could possibly one day go to. I could see her possibly doing that. But people just yelling at her, you know, it's not helping. It's just giving her more of a woe is me, pity. I don't know. It's just sad. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, she doesn't listen. If she's not going to listen to her own kids, she's not going to listen to, you know, I don't want to say random people on the internet like it's a negative thing, but essentially random people on the internet. You know, she says she wants friends, and then 3 days later she comes back cocky, and I could just come on and tell a story and people will send me money, and I'll just do this. And, you know, she doesn't want your friendship. It's sad, and I'm sorry to say that, but she just wants, exactly, Sierra, she wants people to yell at her or call her names or talk down to her. You know, if, you know, her children are pouring their hearts out to her, and instead of her saying something like, I'm so sorry that you feel that way, or that I made you feel that way, or, you know, that, you know, your life has been so hard, it's, I'm the worst, and you guys just all hate me, and, well, what about when so-and-so did this, and it's, so what the hell's the point? Saved by God's grace, yeah, she's my sister. And the only reason I said anything is because she's been talking about me the past few days off and on, making weird claims and comments again. She hasn't seen me since, you know, she was 17, but she's mad at me because I recorded her at her home less than a year ago without her consent, outside in the public. I don't know. Lily J, I'm not sure. That's Abby's business. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, put any wrong information out there, and I don't want to, you know, put any words in their mouth. You know, I've heard Lisa say some things. I don't know. As far as I know, I mean, when Abby and I were very close, they talked about, you know, their desire to have children and what they wanted to do, and I don't know if that's changed. I have a very hard time believing that they would have, you know, be pregnant and not go to the doctors, or be on some sort of hard drug, or, you know, something like, I can't confirm or deny that because I don't know, because I haven't spoken to them, but I would have a very hard time believing that. I just don't know. I don't feel like that's a thing that would happen. I would be very surprised if I got that news, but that's just my personal opinion about that. But I highly doubt that they are. Michelle, yes, when I took him his camping stuff, correct. And the only reason I did that was so she couldn't say that I didn't. You know, I don't proactively offer any information about her. I never have. I just respond to the crazy things that she says and does. Tiger Lily, yeah, the screen is black, babe. I am working and I don't want any, like, client information to get out. So I'm sorry about that. No, my dad's not in the hospital. Saved by God's grace. Can you send a request? Because I'm trying to... But the darn chat keeps going so fast. Oh, wait, there you are. There you go. I sent you an invitation. Whoops, I think I did it wrong. I'm really good at TikTok. 1 second. Oh, man. You're not on the list of people that I can invite to go live with. Yeah, the screen is black. Sorry, guys. Oh, in 10 minutes. I thought you said for 10 minutes. Okay. Sorry, I read that wrong. The comments go so fast. Okay, cool. Married life is the same as not married life. It's just a little harder to run away, but it's good. I still like him. I'm going to keep him for a little while longer. Virgo, I know, and I love you dearly. You're so cute. I appreciate you. Yeah, there seems to be like a delay of me getting the messages. Like they go really, really fast. And like they jump, like they skip. Oh, for God's sake, she's live again. Hold on, guys.
Whoa.
Cloppy, yes, she has.
Hello. Y'all, some snitch ass bitches for real. You guys called the cops to my house.
What happened?
She said somebody called the cops to the house.
Wasting more time.
Oh.
I don't believe they did.
Alright, Tessa. Tessa, they called the police to my house. I was making Jace dinner. Bang, 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 bang. I said, who is it? Pittsburgh police? And we got a call that you need medical attention. I said no.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey.
I've been wanting to talk to you for the longest time, even when you're on TikTok. I have a question, and I'm not trying to be mean or rude, you know. I just want to know, why would you let Jace talk to you like that yesterday on TikTok? How he swore at you. Because,
She's
first
on
of
her
all, that
Instagram.
little boy's 12. And second of all, you're his mother. You need to discipline him. Because I have 3 children of my own. I have a 12-year-old daughter. She don't disrespect me like that.
Well, how?
Because
Don't hit him.
I don't hit my children either, but my children give me respect. And what came out his mouth was disgusting.
Well,
It really was.
Yeah.
He might have anger issues. I understand that.
Queen, I know.
get that you still don't sit there and let him talk to you like you're trash or you're a hood on the street. That's wrong.
All my kids do it, as you just saw.
I know. I I heard it and I seen it and I understand where they're coming from and everything. But at 11 or 12 or ever old he is, don't know. Because you're teaching him he could talk to you like that. It don't matter the size of that kid.
Me too, Queen. Me too.
You, I would not give a fuck. That kid would not talk to me like that. And I don't, like I said, I don't beat my kids, but I show them discipline.
Well, he knows right from wrong because when he's out with other people, he don't do that.
Well, he doesn't know right from wrong if he's sitting there talking to you like that.
Thank you, Tracy.
He's, but yeah, you sit there and then you sitting there saying that Abby's a crack addict and she's pregnant. Why would you say that about your daughter? And if you love your children, you would even bring them in your business at all. You would keep their issues offline and deal with your own issues. Because that's you're sick. Why are you bringing your children down and you're lying on them and you trying to make everyone in the comments say, like, we're a narcissist? You're a narcissist. Because how do you not, you'll have one child out and the other two ain't in your care. It don't matter if she's 18. The other one's 16.
I'm lying on them.
Well, yeah.
So now you're saying that Abby's a crackhead.
No, that's not what I said, but...
You said that Abby came in your house and she said she had weed in her hand. And then when you told her to open her hand, she had an 8-ball. An 8-ball is crack.
Yeah. That was before she was pregnant, but...
You said she did it when she was pregnant.
Scapegoat. What's wild is it's not even just family business. It's like lies.
When you said
if it was just family business, I'd be like, well, they should act better and it wouldn't be as bad, you know?
Abby. And no wonder why she don't like you. I won't say hate, because hate is a strong word. But no wonder why she dislikes you.
Queen, I know. She gets under my skin, too. If you need to leave, I understand.
When she came in your house and everyone heard it, and I heard it myself, and I was like, what?
Yes, we have a brother.
And I'm not saying you're a bad mother. You know, I don't know you outside of social media, but your life is on social media. It's on TikTok, on Instagram. And you're all over Reddit. You're all over TikTok, honestly. And probably on here.
Well, I can't say the truth because it starts fighting.
And I'm not being mean to you. I'm just letting you know how I feel. I know everybody has their own opinions and everything. But you should never talk about your kids like that.
No, my
you should focus on your issues and your own problem.
Jamie, she's looking for people with opposition that don't like her.
Lisa,
whatever that means.
When you put your camera lower down, your house is disgusting. Your bed is nasty. I understand people struggle. I get it. I struggled. Yes, I did. I was homeless. Yes, I was. But I got my shit together. I'm 33 years old, and I have 3 beautiful children who would never, ever talk to me like that. And I don't beat them.
Me neither. But I don't have a washer and dryer.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that.
Well, you can't put your mattress in the washer anyway.
Have stains on your wall. So you need to stop lying and get yourself
together.
together.
Let me
How
not.
old are you?
But I
forgot I'm on TikTok. I can't be just yelling shit like I normally do.
Then you're just telling me I'm lying.
I didn't say you were lying. I said, how old are you?
I'm 38.
Ronnie, I'm over here just being myself. Sorry.
Can you clean?
Yes.
I never said you wash. I never said anything about a wash. I never said that. I never came out of my mouth. I said clean.
You said my bed is disgusting. Nobody will take me a walk.
Not your bedding. The bed and your bedding is 2 different things. Your mattress was nasty. And if that's the sheet, you need to throw it out.
Well, nobody will take me to wash things.
Lisa,
because
get on the boat. You live in Pennsylvania? You live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, right? My Aunt Jamie lives there, and there are buses that run hourly and weekly. She lived almost near the countryside out in Pittsburgh, and they still have buses.
4 months old now.
I would give my aunt a garbage bag, save my money, and take anything that's dirty and go wash it. And don't say there ain't no laundromats out there, because yes, there is. They've been out there.
there's plenty of laundromats. People won't take me because they don't want brooches in their car. They're afraid.
Please get on the bus. You're basically on a bus line. I know where your apartment building is. I won't say it on here because I would never do that. But I'm just saying, I passed your building. There is a bus line. You might have to walk a couple blocks, but there's one garbage bag. Get on the bus and do it. Shake your clothes out. Make sure like you don't have bugs in your clothes or anything. And now I see why everybody is sitting there and they jump on you because and I think you were. Another thing is your father is alive, right?
Yes.
Okay. You were on here, I want to say not on TikTok. I think it was early last year. It said that you had to have money for his funeral. I don't know if anyone remembers that or whatever, but that bothers me. Why would you say that about him?
I honestly don't know. I apologize for all of that numerous times. I'm an idiot for saying any of that. It was
you wishing death on your father when he's not even in a hole yet. Yeah, I remember that.
It was stupid, and people figured it out quick. And
no, they didn't know how to tell him.
Like more than $20 because they figured it out.
And I'm not trying to add, whoever said it, I'm not adding anything. I'm not trying to add anything. I'm getting out questions that I have for her and concerns for Jace because that little boy, you need to start.
Amber, it's up in the top corner up above her head. It's on Instagram.
I hear him telling you, get off. And I feel so bad.
Yes, she's on right now.
I spend time with my kids. I work almost
yeah, she's on Instagram, Saved by God's Grace.
Daily stuff. I don't laundromat. Okay? My job ain't great. I don't see my kids like that. My mom watches my kids. So every time I do get this, I spend it with them. I'm not on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
And you can't wash your clothes in the tub. There's nothing wrong with that. And then hanging them up around your house to dry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to talk over them while they were talking. It's Princess Lisa 143.
At all. I don't care what no one says. People do it. But, you need to put Jace in his place. That's all I have to say for you. I mean, you're his mother, and I'm telling you, my kids don't treat me like that. No. Yeah, get off, Lisa. Listen to him. Spend time with him.
No, he didn't say get off. I don't know how. He used to listen to me.
What? Not you, Lisa. Jace Instagram show you that. Why would you say that about Jace?
What did I say?
No, not you on your comments. What's her name? Sega? 26 said, Jace Instagram shows he does drugs too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, in the comments, not you.
No, I know, but...
Thank you, Nisha. I'm not trying to be mean to her or anything. I'm just, like everybody else that tells you is what I'm telling you, you know? Not being a bitch. Not trying to hurt your feelings.
That is not true. And Jace don't even have it. Do you have an Instagram? He says he don't even have one.
And I don't know why she would even say that. No, Jace don't need to go to foster. You know what? I don't know. Foster care is not good. You think foster care placement is a good place for children? Really? I have stories about foster care system, and no, it's not all what it's cracked to be. I'm telling you that now.
He wants to stay with me, he said.
I mean, if you had CPS on you and they didn't do nothing, I mean, I guess they're not, I don't know. Yeah, well, if CPS don't take them, then where is he going to go? Yeah. Shut up.
They're not going to take them. The people that call waste their time.
Queen, me too. Like, I feel like I could throw up.
You do
I'm all hot and sweaty.
I will agree with that. You do need help, Lisa. I know it's a struggle. I've been clean and sober for 2 years. You could do it. I mean, I had a drinking problem. You know, I was never on any drugs or anything. I've been clean 2 years. It was hard, yes. I relapsed, yeah. Sure did. But I know it was best for me and my children. And I'm happy. I'm glad I'm clean. I'm sober. But, I don't know, Lisa. I'm just saying that you need to take better care of your kid. Because he's going to grow up hating you.
Sorry, guys. I'm not ignoring you. I'm also working.
But he will. He's going to resent you more as he gets older.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone to tell on me that I'm streaming her on TikTok.
I don't know what to do to stop it. I give him everything he wants. You know what you
can do to stop it? Get off drugs. Get yourself clean. Clean up. Spend time with him. Stop lying to that kid. Stop lying to him. Stop using him for money on TikTok. Listen to him. Talk to him. Play a board game or go for a walk. Do little things. Don't have to be fancy. Go to the park together. Go swimming together. Make cookies together. I know it sounds corny, but he might enjoy that.
We do go to the park, though, on his bike, you know?
Yeah, but you need to do more than just go to the park. Watch a movie together. No phone.
Yeah.
I've got several questions.
I have several questions.
You were at Walgreens. You said some sweet lady sent you $40. And so didn't you ask? So didn't you ask if anybody could help? You said you shouldn't have came to Walgreens with only $40. You needed $15 more. So then you ask them, they call you up to the counter and you stop the live, and then you come back on live immediately, and you go to the bathroom, and then you're automatically back at your house, and you have your there and all that kind of stuff. So then you said, so last night you were like, joke's on you guys, I'm not even addicted to benzos, and I got them down from 65 to 45. Well, if you got them down to 45, then you came home on a pin, and you lied. So then you said this morning that your dad's sugar had bottomed out, blah, 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 blah. And he couldn't drive. But all last night you kept saying you wanted to come off this 120 milligram paper. And I'm so freaking confused because you get there and this morning, you had like you stayed up all night on a bender. Then that you were.
At least you admit you did.
Yes, I'm glad you're admitting that.
Wait, no, it wasn't a bender.
You just say yeah.
Yeah, she did just say yes. And
oh my God.
No,
okay,
Lisa,
whatever. Okay.
You not be listening to what she's saying to you.
yeah, I mean, even when her kids,
I heard her,
gifts
and you say yeah.
The most precious gift in the world that God could give anybody. If you had a illness like I have, cystic fibrosis, and they told you could never have children, and then God miraculously gives you children, and I think every day, people that spend millions upon millions just to do IVF.
Yes, she's live right now. This is her Instagram live. I don't know why people can't find her. I have multiple accounts. There's only one that I can find her on. So, I don't know.
I have 4 children. Do you think we're beating you up? But yesterday you were like, I want a confrontation. I want to prove people wrong. Okay, so then here's your children. They all come together and they were like, Mom, this is an intervention. We're fed up. We don't know what to do.
I'm not really sure. I know her name's Princess Lisa 143.
Canceled them a lot.
But I don't know what's going on with it.
And then 3 minutes later, you're like, the police showed up. I mean, do you realize that if your children wanted to, against your will, they could do a 5150 hold on you? All you need is 2 children over the age of 18. And there's so many things that could happen in a blink of a second that you're not prepared for. But my point is, I started down the rabbit hole, and I forgot a couple things I was going to say. But for you to say that your dad was in the hospital and not doing good, and then now you're saying, and then he still can't pick you up and took you to get your medicine today. And now you're saying you can't get your take homes, and then you blamed it on your son, and you were like, ha, 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 on everybody last night. I'm not addicted to benzos anymore. That's what my 30-day rehab did.
I don't know. I just feel bad because she wanted to get off to lay down, and which is why she got off when Nikki was up there. But now we have 2 strangers in the box telling her whatever.
Yeah, but...
And we have all the energy for that.
The dog is so cute.
You might not look...
Thank you.
You might think you're this. I heard last night somebody said for you to say 3 things that you thought about yourself that was nice. And you're in such a depression or a hole. I don't know. I don't want to say that you're. I don't know. I mean, it has to be a middle thing. But God is giving you.
Oh, but if you don't like what we're saying, you can leave too, because everyone has their own opinion.
Who, me?
No,
me?
not you. Any comment?
Okay. If God woke you up and gave you breath in your lungs, that's victory. And He's doing that for you every day. He is.
I wish you love.
His heart. He is. And show these kids that, there is eternal life. Whether you believe in God or not, I don't know. But I do know that.
Oh, there's a lady named Lisa.
You can. And He will. I know
this lady named Lisa.
I'm just saying that I know that you think everybody's beating you up, everybody's pointing at all the lies that you're telling. I mean, even today, I've probably 20 different stories from the first story yesterday. But
she was also on TikTok a couple months ago in front of her apartment building, saying she needed help. I write to the clinic to go get a get on. Her sister was actually on her way to pick her up. Excuse me. Wait, I got my words twisted. She said she was at the clinic a couple months ago and she needed money to get a ride home, but she was standing in front of her apartment building.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've seen all of that. But for you, I know that people think, okay, there's no turning around from you ever saying you
I have to get up. I gotta mop, Lisa, but yeah, hopefully you can turn your life around, but I don't know.
Thank you for coming up.
Now how do I get off here? Let me see. Nope. Well, you can click on, can you, Lisa? I never been live on Instagram. I don't know how to do it. Hey, I'm letting her speak, Danielle. I'm leaving. Calm down. Keep your underwear on.
I don't know how to do it
I'm
either.
gonna just log out.
Okay.
Let me ask you, would you be willing if, say, you're somebody that you trusted, your own daughter, or even Abby, would you be interested if they said, we'll take Jace while you go to rehab? Would you be willing to do that?
I wish somebody would have asked her that, I don't know, 6 or 7 times like we have.
Or even your dad.
Yes.
I know that, I'm in the hospital all the time. I see people that get addicted to pills and stuff, and then they have to do the methadone, and then it's just like, they feel like it's never ending. But those people even when
This is right now,
they
Grace.
take pain medicine and you don't need it, but your body's addicted to it, and I know if you don't come off of it right, you die anyway. And could you imagine the mental that would go on in Jace's head and your 3 other children? The last thing they want in this world, the last thing they want is for you to die. So they're all talking about that because they want to shake you and say, "Mama, we love you. Please do it for us." You got a sweet little boy sitting right there beside you with red hair. Look at his mama just saying, "I love her. I wish I could rescue her." And God's waking
Yeah, but
and giving you
Ma'am,
he has a fever and a cough and phlegm, and I reached out to a couple people, and I told them, "I'll pay you back Friday. Please help me." And nobody helped me.
Okay.
Oh, they're definitely new.
It's
to the internet, to Earth. They are new.
A Tylenol, and do you have a cold water that you could put a wash rag over your head?
Yeah, I have a cold water.
Okay. And if you want to put an address or something, I'll be glad to send you Tylenol and some nasal spray or something. Is that what you need, or what do you think you need? Or do you think you need to go to the doctor?
I don't know if he needs to go to the doctor.
Is he
red?
Is he flush? Can you see if he has a fever?
Yeah, Queen's big mad. She went over to Instagram.
But the thing is, if I would have made up this big emergency, I would have been able to get it and take them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. But you did better. You did not.
Hey, lady.
Do you think that he's worried because the cops just showed up?
Hey, Jess.
Oh, he's laying in here with me now.
Yeah, because even though they say these harmful things and it breaks your heart, they still
How are you?
Mama's lot. I've died on the table 3 times and God's brought me back. And I'm just telling you, they don't want to lose their mom and their daddy. Mine was medical reasons. I couldn't breathe. You got breath.
Yeah.
And I know that, you're waiting to the first to get your money, but I think anybody on here would DoorDash you medicine, whatever you needed for Jace right there.
Yeah.
Even if you need to call 911 and just ask them, "Hey, I don't have it. Can you, my son's not feeling well. Can you come out here and check him out?" They will do that without taking him to the hospital.
Oh, I'm just broke, and it's fine.
But we will send you. Tell us what kind of medicine he needs. We'll be glad to send it to you. Does he take Advil? Does he take Tylenol? Can he swallow? Does he have to have liquids or pills or?
I'll have to look it up and see what kind has the symptoms.
You think? Probably Tylenol cold and flu would work.
The one lady I talked to for hours last night, she said, "Oh, I was going to lend you $40, but you didn't call tech." Okay.
That's not your fault. Are you saying you would rather have the cash for it and go pick up his medicine? I'm just trying to save you money that you don't have to go get a Uber and all that this time of night. Where you lived is really, a bad area.
Well, there's a store right down the street, but it's only open till 9, and it's already 8:01.
Wait, because it's 9, we can still go down there.
Not with no money, Chase.
Do you want me to see if they'll bring it to you?
Well,
Can we talk to Jason and let him tell her?
Can you talk to Jason? What?
Let him tell it.
Don't sing cat.
Yeah. Don't think. I'm not even gonna tell you why.
How do you even say that one? Wait a minute. What that one say? Something about Nikki.
Yeah, I think I'd be more than glad to send you the medicine. I constantly have those issues, so I know what that's great.
Yeah.
And that Queen won't stop.
Well, Queen's not getting up.
No,
Sorry.
I didn't know. I'm not blind, you guys. I started off, I was going to beat her up about everything, but someone in active addiction, unless her family puts her on a 5150 hold and they do an intervention, she's not going to get help. I just hate that someone that's such an able-bodied, where I have to stay in the bed, you're an able-bodied and can do all these things with your children, you don't take advantage of it. It's really sad. Like that lady said earlier today when she said that she was terminal and only given a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I felt really bad.
Like yesterday, you said, and Jace called you out on it. You said, these people can say they need $20 and 30 people will give them $20 in just a few minutes. And you were like, that's nothing. All I asked was for 40. And Jace says, well, Mom, you do that every day. So, I mean, he's learning a pattern that he won't have to go to work if he does what you do at home. And then I think now, especially Abby being pregnant, like you saying that to her, and she's already not willing to give her child to you because you're in active addiction, and then you're trying to say that she's in active addiction, and I promise you they're checking her every time she goes to the hospital, and I'm sure she is not. But you have to put the blame on some.
Try not to blame challenge. Try.
No, I'm not so over this. I'm messaging on my other phone, trying to figure out how to get my son medicine.
Sorry.
Okay.
I just offered to give you medicine, but you don't want.
No, look at all the comments.
Yeah, they're saying that you're falling asleep on me and for me to shut the hell up. But you know, you have a ride tomorrow to clinic. You know your dad's going to come.
I don't know. I hope so.
Has he ever failed you yet one time?
I think.
Even one time has he failed you? Never.
No, but he was really mad.
I would be really mad too if somebody was giving my grandson drugs.
It's a live on Instagram.
Out of a rehab. A 60-day.
No.
These children are such old souls that you don't even know.
A lot of typing.
I'm
sorry.
You're not doing anything. But, I mean, you're not. I know what I'm doing. I'm not stupid. This isn't my radio. But I think your problem, Lisa, is you've got to the point now, and especially since you've been up, going on 36 hours, that you can't even keep one story straight, much less as many stories as you said since Walgreens yesterday. And then when that lady was asking you to go wash your clothes and you were like, people don't want roaches in their cars, You know, if you're living in Pittsburgh, there is a city bus coming by you.
Yeah,
So
there is, but
so on Friday, when you get paid from the government, why can't you take and go wash clothes? And please get Jace therapy. And he does not need to be saying GD at this age. He needs his mouth washed out with soap, I am saying that.
yeah, I agree.
But it's just like another day, like he just said, crap. Go ahead, in the live. I know that's what you're going to do.
No. Not going to end it. Hello?
How many Kelowna bits do you have left?
51, I think.
And you got how many? 90?
No, I get 60.
You said you were prescribed three a day. So 3 in 30 days.
2 a day.
90.
And little Cole had cash, and because I wouldn't give him my medicine, he let his little brother suffer.
So, I'm confused by that statement. Say it again.
Little Cole had cash, but because I wouldn't give him my medicine, he let Jay suffer. He said no.
Oh, so I'm going to pay you for it. Cole said that you called him. Him to come get the medicine. You don't want it. Apparently all you want is cash. I'm trying to talk you to realizing the bigger scheme in life. And please, if you want to start something, don't put any cancer or bad health on your children or your father.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you were not arrested by doing that. But I guess God's mercy and grace looked after you.
Yeah.
I will pray for you and hope that you can turn your life around. Because we all have.
Yes.
We all have.
Please.
We all have addictions. Some of it might be gossiping. Some of it might be eating. Some of it might be taking pills. They're all dangerous. So I can't judge you, but I will promise you I will pray for you. And
yes, please do.
I call your name out every night. And I hope one day that as a family y'all can, reunite, get all the therapy you need. I promise you therapy is wonderful. And I think it would help Jason a lot too.
Yeah.
But please don't leave these kids without a mother.
You are what? No, I won't. You're very. I don't want a pity party. But if you want me to leave, fine.
Oh, God. Ronnie, would you like to talk?
I honestly don't even know what to say about that.
I have 164 text messages.
Jesus.
So, yeah. Hello, my friend.
Hi. I should have just. It's okay. I'm gonna get her.
I know.
It's just wild. Like, you talked for the last 4 months on me, and then you begged and you summoned me and you begged and pleaded to get her in there, and then I'm in there. Now you don't. Now all of a sudden, oh, I don't want to talk to her. Yeah, it's because you know you're lying on me. I'm so over it.
I know. She does the same thing to me. I told you.
For the record, I'd never called CPS. For the record, I never turned any recordings or videos in.
For the record, I have.
Okay,
1,000%.
Yeah, but I guess I didn't even know what was going on this morning. I was fast asleep at 2 a.m. when she decided to do this bullshit. But for her to say, oh, I know it's her, this and that and the other, I would love for her to give a first name, because she doesn't, it's not me. She's going to give a totally different quote unquote name. And I'm gonna be like, I told you so. Like, it's not me.
I mean, at this point, it's like I said earlier. She essentially, I don't know. She's not true. She has a truth, and that is what it is. She's not going to believe anything anybody else has to say. She's not going to listen to anything anybody else has to say. You can tell her until you're blue in the face that didn't happen. I was there, and she has her truth. I mean, you've heard the things that she says about me, and, you know, some people believe them, and that's fine, whatever. But, like, I don't get all worked up about it. Not that saying that you're wrong for being upset about it, but, like, I mean, I guess I've just been dealing with this for so long. It's just absolute insanity all the time across the board. And, you know, she had her children up on Instagram, and they were, you know, telling her how they felt and, you know, what they were seeing and everything under the sun. And then she was just like, well, I'm gonna go let no one do anymore when Nicole was talking. And then all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, she has these 2 other random women up in the box.
Mm. What's wild is that, like, back then, even though I don't think I was in the wrong per se, I was doing it for the best of things, like for the greater good. It wasn't for anything crazy. And I also went to her with a conscience after she felt so betrayed and this, that, and the other. And even though I know in my head I was trying to do the right thing for the children and for these viewers who don't know what's going on or they just want receipts. Like, it wasn't anything. It was just to help prevent, you know, continued enabling. But I still went, as a bigger person, I still went to her privately in December after that happened and apologized for feeling the way that she felt about what I did. And she turned around and said, oh, I still love you, Queen. It's okay. And everything will be fine. And now this shit, like, sorry, I'm not even on Instagram. My bad. This stuff
You're fine.
is going, you know, for months. First you said it's an act. Why would there be an act in it? Then you're saying that I'm the one, even though I went live before I shut my account down and showed everyone that I had gotten a random message from a temporary account on here that was created and said, we did that. We went forward to CPS and we just want you and your viewers and Lisa to know it wasn't you. And it's just like, I don't know. Like I said, there's no goodness in this woman. And I know that I'm just wasting my energy and I'm getting frustrated over somebody that I shouldn't be. I'm not, and I still to this day, and I told Sinful this a few minutes ago when I was watching her live, that I know he's upset with her, and I'm sorry that he got triggered today to cause him to put, insert himself. But I also told him, even at the end of the day, what she's doing to me, I said, don't hate Lisa, hate
Right.
the addiction. That's what you're mad at. You're fighting with, you're frustrated with the addiction and not actual genuine Lisa. And I'm still saying that right now. I'm just.
Unfortunately, Queen, we are going to be the villains of this story. And anybody who questions her or, shares an opposite viewpoint or proves her wrong, has receipts, anything, they are the villain of this story. She is bullied. She is harassed. She is stalked. We all use her. We build our platforms off of her. I mean, I will be the first to admit I built an entire platform off of her. I've never said I didn't. But also, like, I don't really want to be known for being her sister. And I've said a million times, the only reason, that we kind of did this and I was like the face of the operation is because Ronnie didn't want to be on camera. And I felt really bad that a lot of people were being scammed because it was months of content that I fell into. What was it, like last March? That was just wildly inaccurate, and I just felt bad. So somebody had to come out and say something. And, I've done everything I can do. Every single one of her children have been taken away from her except Jace. I don't know why they didn't take Jace at the time. I have no idea. At the time that we had gone to court the last time, I had Abby. My parents had Nicole. Cole Jr. went to his paternal grandparents. And Jace was left with her. And that's when, Cole Sr. was still alive. That was in 2018. Why they didn't take Jace, I don't know. We've contacted CPS. We have been in, contact with like the highest people that you can get a hold of in Pittsburgh. I've had my mandated reporter friends call. I've had, people that I know that work down at the court buildings who help people, I guess, get their kids back. When CPS takes them, they're like lawyers and paralegals and whatnot, give me advice of who to contact and what to do. And, I've taken days off of work to go to Pittsburgh Crisis Resolve and try and get her, committed. They say she doesn't fit the guidelines. She's not in a mental health crisis. There's no mental health issues. It's all addiction and she needs rehab. And unfortunately, we can't get her committed unless she is an immediate danger to herself or other, where she has to make a very specific statement in writing or on video that she hasn't done. When the cops show up to her house or someone shows up to go check on her, she tells them it's a character, it's an act, and people on Reddit and on TikTok, they make their videos and they make their statements and they kind of give her more material, this misinformation, she feeds off of it. She puts out half truths and somewhats and kind ofs, and then people run wild. And I mean, at the end of the day, the basic bottom line is my entire family struggles with addiction. And it's even in her addiction, they've used or been an alcoholic or whatever, or they just, like myself, I've never really drank or done drugs, but I'm smack dab in the middle of it and have no idea how to handle it. And, this person says this and this person says this, and there are people that, help Lisa. They enable her. They help her get the drugs. They help her get to the clinic. They help her do, a number of different things. And, there's no way to prove it. It's all a bunch of he said, she said, and I don't even just mean my immediate family. I mean my extended family. We're talking aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents. We're talking the whole damn line is just out of fucking control. So it's just, it's way more convoluted than anybody would really think.
Yeah, it's just exhausting. And what sucks too is that I thought removing myself from the whole situation, I would just go back to some sort of peace of mind, get back to my platform and what I want to do. And I love all my supporters. I do, but I'm still, even when I've put out, please just like let it go. Like, don't bring it to me. She just wants she just wants the attention. I can't get rid of everyone because doing that for me. And so like, I'm really fighting internally with myself because I'm like, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be the bigger person. I'm letting it go for the last few months, but I keep getting trickled in messages and reports of, oh, she's talking about you. Oh, she's doing it again. Oh, she said this and that. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys who do that. But like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like I'm just stuck in a corner, everyone, not everyone, but I'd say a good half of my supporters are like, don't say anything. You're right. You're doing the right thing. But then I have another half that comes to me and they're like, she's dragging your name and how dare she, and you should be able to defend yourself. And it's just a big battle with me right now because I don't want to be in the Lisa limelight. I don't want to be only known for the Lisa interactions. And that's one thing that I regret.
Girl, you are preaching to the choir. I know. I feel that so hard. I've tried to do my own thing, post my own content, and it just like, I try and wait for her to not be crazy, and then it just gets wild. I genuinely understand completely where you're coming from. Yeah. But I mean, I support you, and I know that, you came from a place of trying to help and that you are a good person. I mean, I've talked to you like off of live, obviously. And, I've told you many times, how I feel and whatever, and I don't need to air that out in front of everybody. But unfortunately with her, you are a character in this story and you will be brought up. You will come back. We're on season 7, episode 700. And unfortunately, I don't think we're done yet. I don't know why she keeps bringing us up. I do my very best to not comment on it. I've had to turn like my messages off or, like people can't, comment to me in certain things because it's just, it's terrible. I mean, you really just, if I could give you any unsolicited advice, you have to understand that people believe her, you're never going to get through to. You're never going to be able to change their mind. You have to do your own thing and live your life because they don't care how you feel. They believe her. You're not going to change their mind.
Yeah. Well,
and you have a platform and you have people that love you. So just do, the things that make you happy and what you want to cover.
Right. Well, I appreciate you. And I really feel that, knowing that someone in her family with some sort of conscience and like clear brain knows that like I was never here to cause all of this, and I just feel bad. I wasn't trying to be anything. I wasn't trying to be a hot topic of conversation. I was just trying to help her, really. And I know you can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves, and that was my mistake.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she has her version of the truth. And in her version of the truth, you're a villain. The same as Carmen. When, Carmen's not around, she does everything for clout and she's the worst and this, that, and the third. And then the minute that Carmen's around, they're friends.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ronnie. When she wants something, Ronnie's her best friend. But when Ronnie's not around, she's a liar and a thief and a drug addict. Ronnie was also on drugs while pregnant, right, Ronnie?
I was, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. According to Lisa, of course. We're being very sarcastic.
Yes. I'm just glad that it's not only me.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird, sick way to to feel, but I feel the same when, Jess reached out to me and said, I know what you're feeling. I'm hot topic of conversation too, and I'm battling not wanting to defend my name and my character too. So I mean, I guess you can call it maybe somewhat of a, I don't even know what to say. Just a bond of some sort, huh?
You're not crazy. That's what it is. Yeah. It's confirmation that you're not crazy. Work is over, so I don't have to hide anymore. But yeah, you're not crazy. There's nothing you can do.
Right.
What's up, Ronnie?
I just would like to tell you that the last 2 times you were talking, your niece is sitting on my knee, going crazy looking for you. And then camera around to your face, her face just lit up because she found you.
Aw, she's so cute. She's so cute.
Did you find her, Ray?
Well, I appreciate you letting me kind of come up and vent. I'm just
Yeah,
the adrenaline
anytime.
goes. It just goes every time her face comes across my page somewhere.
I know. I know. My hair looks really good.
Girl, you looking
It's
good.
really good. I'm like really sweaty. Lisa gets me like my face is all red because she gets me like so amped up.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But I appreciate you guys and
Anytime.
everybody in the comments. I see you. Thank you for the kind words, and just know I'm trying to continue to focus on me. I don't know. I can't promise that I won't catch her one time in that Instagram. She doesn't know who I am, so I can't promise that I can completely do that. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep trying to stay silent.
Scapegoat, thank you. I see you. I just didn't want to interrupt, Queen.
Yeah, and then so yeah, I'm just gonna let you have your platform back now, but I'll be in the comments.
Okay, love.
Okay, bye guys.
Have a good night. Yeah. We've, months ago when we were still on this, train, people sent us information about like Casey's Law and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, you're welcome to send anything that you'd like. I'll look into it, but I just can't guarantee anything's gonna happen. But I don't really want to talk about Lisa anymore until she goes live again, because as politely as I can say this, I really know what you guys know because we don't talk. So I talked to my dad and I talked to Ronnie, but that's about it. So if you guys want to leave, we're done talking about Lisa.
Somebody did just ask me in a comment if I minded showing them the baby. Do you mind?
Oh, I don't care.
All right.
Oh my gosh, look at that nugget. Hold on, how do I... I know there's a way to like change. Oh, that is not what I need. There's a way that I can make her bigger. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, you gonna cry now?
Hi, little nugget.
Look at Santa.
Hi, buddy.
Say hi.
She looks exactly like my dad. She's a little man. I love her.
Somebody said click on me and then hit expand.
Oh, hell yeah, let me try that. Oh, there we go. You guys are so smart.
Say hi, everyone.
Hi, Ray Ray.
Say hi. Say I'm sleepy.
Aw, she's calm now.
It's been pretty calm all day, actually.
Love that.
We've just been watching Paw Patrol.
Just lots of kids love Paw Patrol. Don't know anything about Paw Patrol, but
it's not awful.
Yeah,
she's
4 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead, talk about your baby.
I don't know what they want to know about the baby. Oh, here we go, baby girl. What?
She's now in her what? She's in 6 to 9 month clothing. Huh?
We just moved to 3 to 6.
3 to 6. I knew. I'm good with Instagram, TikTok, and babies.
Yeah.
Hi, Ray. We're teething already, huh?
Oh yeah.
We're screaming all the time. We want nobody but mom.
Yeah. It's about
Is she sleeping all night yet, Ronnie?
Yeah. That's one thing she does do. She sleeps for like at least 9-10 hours straight.
She's like, I want to talk for myself.
Yeah. Oh, she'll talk. Give me this.
Yeah, she tells me stories all the time.
Tell Aunt Jessie a story.
Hi, Ray Ray.
Tell her a story.
Hi.
Go ahead.
She's like, hey.
Like, hey.
Hey. Oh my gosh. She is trying to run away.
Uh-huh. excited because she can see, she can hear you, but trying to find you. That's why she keeps.
Hi, Ray. Hi. She's just like, what is this magic box? What is going on? Why are you not here? Aw. She is. She is looking for me. She's like, I hear her voice. Where is she?
She's not over there, baby.
She's very confused. She's like the dog when he sees other dogs on TV. Like, how'd they get in there? Look at her. Not often enough, Olive Garden cheese grater. Fantastic name, by the way. Not often enough. My work schedule is insane. As you can see, I just finished work and it's 8:30 at night. So, yeah.
Oh, you're looking for your puppies.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to post more wedding content, but life got real wild, as you guys know. So the wedding was super fun. Ronnie was there. And yeah, it went really well. Nothing went to plan, obviously, because it was a wedding. And yeah, we had so much fun. It was really, really good. I just got my photos back about a week or so ago, Ronnie, right? Probably like a week, maybe 2.
I think it was about a week or 2.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to start posting more craft stuff for sale. I do want to start posting more craft content. I decided to start like a business. I'm going to be doing like wedding and event planning, custom elements, photo booth rentals, that kind of stuff. So I'm actually supposed to be launching that this weekend.
No crying. No crying.
So yeah. But yeah, thanks for asking, guys. It was really fun. Everybody loved the wedding. It went really well. Everybody was very shocked and surprised. They were like, how did you guys do all this? And I was like, there's no you guys, it was me. But yeah, thank you. The honeymoon was phenomenal. We went to Las Vegas, and I won a bunch of money, and that was super fun. But yeah, we just had this crazy big Gatsby. What is she looking at? Is it the TV? Oh, okay. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just checking to see what's happening with her. Yeah, I don't know. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't drink, so nothing really wild happened. I mean, pretty uneventful. Honestly, we had fun. We went and seen Penn and Teller. And we had seats like front row center, and like I was involved like talking with Penn for a trick, which was super fun. And we saw Potted Potter, which is like all 7 of the Harry Potter books acted out by 2 people. It's hilarious. And then we stayed at the Excalibur Hotel, and they have a thing called the Tournament of Kings, which is basically like jousting and, you know, that kind of stuff. We did that one night as well. And then, yeah. Yeah, Steph, I have some other like my sister content on there. I don't like to say her name, but that I like deactivated. People finding me for that. I'm trying to like do my own thing. So, but yeah, I have more wedding photos. The pictures that I posted are just like from my friends, like from their phones. So they're not even like my wedding photos. But yeah, we had fun. We just like ran around during the day and explored, and then we did shows at night, and we gambled at night, and you know, came home with more money than I went with, which is always, I think, the Vegas goal. But the best part is that I didn't want to have a wedding. I wanted to elope, and I wanted to go to Vegas. So the irony is not lost on me that I wanted to get married in Vegas and then honeymooned there. So, you know. Hi, Lil Ray. Oh, she's sleepy. Is her bedtime yet?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna go put her down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting off here soon too.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay. You're stuck with me. So yeah, thanks for hanging out for a little bit, guys. I know it's been so long since I've been on here, and I just look at my craft room. My cousin was staying with us temporarily, and I basically tried to I let him stay. It's like our spare bedroom that I've just put craft stuff all over, and it's just like I had to throw it all back in here the other day, so it's just my craft content. Like my craft room is, it's wild. It's a lot. There's a lot happening. So yeah, but how have you guys been? What's going on with you guys? Oh, I can believe that she lied about him being in the hospital again. There is a history of mental health issues in my family. Absolutely. I feel like typically a lot of people who struggle with substance abuse, there's some form of mental health, right? And so for my family, there's a lot of bipolar that runs in my family. There's depression, anxiety, things like that. But she's never been formally diagnosed with anything other than anxiety or depression, I believe, which I don't know the timeline of when that happened, but she's been like this her whole life. So it does the door contests? No, I have not heard about that. Mindless behavior. I have ADHD. I get super hyper fixated on something, and I buy everything that you need to do it, and then I try it and I'm like, I'm great at this, done, and then I just don't go back to doing it. So I go back and forth. I love to sew, I crochet, I knit, I have resin stuff. I make Christmas ornaments at Christmas time, and I've made candles. I basically do everything. Yeah. Abby, if you would like to come up here and talk, my dad took her to the clinic today. He always does it every day. Honestly, Olive Garden cheese grater, there's not really such a thing as personal information for my family at this point. There's not. Literally everything has been put on the internet. So there's really no secrets. It's a general question. I have no problem answering it. I appreciate you saying it that way, but there is no personal life anymore for anybody. It's all out there on the internet for everybody. So I have created a lot for my wedding. I've tried diamond art one time. So when Jonathan and I were dating, I don't like the way that Christmas is just gifts, right? There's really not a lot of thought behind them. So what I did one year is I created 5 categories, and we each got each other something that pertained to those categories. So something that's my favorite color, my favorite snack, something that reminded him of me, something that we could do together, something that whatever. I forget what the categories were. But it was a really nice way to not spend a bunch of money, get a few gifts, and then be personal, right? You have to put thought into them. And so he got me a of my dog. It was a picture of my dog, and I didn't even finish that because I don't finish things. But I have it, and I love it. I want to finish it. I just don't. I just get really excited about the next thing. I'll be sitting there doing diamond art, and I'll be like, oh, this picture is so cute. Pictures. I should start a photography thing. I get all the stuff to do photography, and then I'm like, this would look great in a cup. I should make cups. And then you know what? Cups are great. You know what else is great? The whatever goes in the cup. And then it spirals from there. And then before you know it, I'm giving everybody keychains somehow. I don't know. Like, it's very possible that my dad's sugar was low. He does, you know, he deals with that often. He's diabetic. But it didn't stop him from taking her today. So I'm glad I'm not alone. I see like a lot of people do that. I don't know. I just get like hyper fixated on stuff, and I want to do it. I mean to do it. And then, you know, something happens. I get like unmotivated for whatever reason. And then I just move on to the next thing. Yeah, I saw she claimed it was my brother. I actually posted on Reddit that wasn't my brother. My brother doesn't even have a driver's license. And he can't stand her. He would take her if like it was an emergency, like she needed to go to the emergency room, but he's not taking her anywhere. I don't know if I'm a good person, Eric. I don't. I feel like I try to be, but I mean, I've definitely put her on blast and, you know, tried to mess up people sending her money. She thinks that's because I hate her. I don't hate her. I just don't want people giving her money and then her doing you know what with it. But as you guys have seen, especially this morning, she knows exactly what buttons to hit, and she knows how to push those buttons. Now, this TikTok situation that we've been dealing with for the past couple days, this is what it's like for her to have your phone number. She will call you incessantly, back to back, hang up, call back, about the most nonsense of things. And it doesn't stop. And I watched her push my dad's buttons. I watched her this morning, and I knew he was going to snap. And he did. I did see Penny mention Lisa. I was in that live. I was dying laughing. I love Penny Fairy. Ronnie's baby is good. They were just in here. I don't know if you saw them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3:17 in the morning. I would have to work, and she would call me or be like, hey, I need money for this, or Jace needs this, or whatever. And then you bring it, and it's like, we don't need this, or why are you here? Or, you know, Jace knows that if he needs something, he can call me. I have no problem believing that. Okay. Well, you're better than me, because 5:30 in the morning, if anybody called me at 5:30 in the morning, I would be real mad. So hopefully you're awake and a person by then. But calling somebody at any time to ask them for money for BS reasons is never okay. I don't care if it's 5:30 in the afternoon. Shouldn't be calling anybody asking them for money. Abby, are you still in here? I'm going to try pulling this up. Hold on 1 second. I wonder, I don't know how great these are going to look, but I'm going to try and share with you some of my wedding photos. So we have really big centerpieces that I built. Let me see what else we can share. Oh, here's a, so I built these big marquee letters. This looks really blown out on the camera, but we had like, let me see, maybe, they were like Eiffel Tower bases, and they had big, like ostrich feathers. And then I made these bottles here. You can't see it, but my new last name is Gable. but it says Great Wedding because we had a Great Gatsby wedding, so it said the Great Gable Wedding. And then all of our table numbers I made, like that's the 8, it was on like shimmer paper. They were 3D, so that was really fun. This is a wedding dress 1 of 3. I had 3 wedding dresses because I have 0 chill. I couldn't find one I liked, so I had 3. Oh, this is a chair that I made myself to get ready in. It says Mrs. Gable. I know it's backwards. Sorry. Here's the husband. Ears I made. Look at that. Look at that nerd. Love that guy. Oh, here's a good one. Here's us right before we got married. Those are the flowers I made. Those are fake. There's feathers all through them. Here's a better picture. Well, not better, but closer. Thank you guys. Yeah, I worked really hard. Oh, this is my second wedding dress. This is me with my new mother-in-law. It like sparkled. It had like snow. Like, you know when it freshly snows and you go outside, it had a cathedral length train. It kept the same headpiece through everything. But here's my girls. They were all dressed as flappers. Look how cute these broads are. Everybody was a flapper. So cute. Let's see if this will show up on camera. There's our... Oh, the lighting in here is terrible. First kiss. We had that big old arch. As you can see, we had the little like candles and the things. They were the same vases as our centerpieces, but they had different stuff in them. Oh, my favorite part of our wedding. You know how people do like the unity ceremony and they do like sand, or they do what else? Candles, whatever. That's not for me. So we made a peanut butter and jelly, and then we toasted with said peanut butter and jelly, which I thought it was hilarious. And everybody loved it. So we toasted with our PB&Js because we love PB&J. And he was like, "Can we really do that?" I'm like, "I can do it." Let's see, what else do we have? We have this. That's kind of like, I wanted the pictures to look like old. So kind of like, you know, we're going through grandma's house, we're cleaning it out, and we find all the old photo books. I wanted them to look like found photos at grandma's house. But it was really, really fun. And it was, you know, basically everything I wanted. So trying to find other pictures. Oh, here's us eating. Because I had a Great Gatsby wedding, I had like a big green light. Like the whole wall behind us was green. So everything in the room was like cream and blush, dusty rose. And then we had the green light behind us because if anybody's ever read The Great Gatsby, the green light. And then I think this is my favorite photo from the wedding. We were doing our dance, like our first dance, and he spun me, and then it twisted it up him, and I'm just laughing hysterically. And it's just how weird we are. But I didn't know what our first song was going to be. I let him pick it because I did so much of the planning and he didn't really have a say. Not that he didn't have a say, but he didn't really care. Like, he didn't care what the color of the napkins were or whatever. And so I said, "Why don't you can pick our first dance song?" And he's like, "There is no way you're going to let me do that." I did. So he got to pick the first dance song. And if anybody's curious, it was a song by The Midnight. It's called Gloria. It's a really good song. You should check it out. But like, this is another one of my favorite ones that we had. Our little, I wish I had better lighting and a better way to show you guys these, but again, I'm not good with social media, so I don't know. But yeah, we were just weird dancing fools. Just really weird. Just, but yeah, we had so much fun. Lisa, the funny thing about that is I am actually a certified wedding planner, and I've always wanted to do that. I'm trying to sweet talk Jonathan. Instead of buying a new house, I want to buy a wedding venue and just live there. But he's not really trying to let me do that. He thinks we need a house, and I'm like, we can do what we want. It's our life. But I am offering like day of coordination and like, you know, planning services and stuff with my new business that I started. So yeah, I had fun. Like, here's us in our photo booth. Just hanging out. Yeah. Oh, you guys will appreciate this because you guys think things are funny. So the best man and the other groomsmen, they loved the marquee letters that I had, and they kept, instead of spelling Gable, they made them say bagel. So for large chunks of time at my wedding reception, it just had an illuminated bagel. And everybody was like, why does that sign say bagel? And I'm like, because my friends are stupid. I don't, like, his aunts and uncles were like, why does the sign say bagel? And I was like, they're all dumb. And then they were very proud of themselves, and they got the photographer to take pictures in front of it, like his groomsmen. So that's great. Yeah, it's really fun. And then, of course, because, you know, they thought it was hilarious, we took pictures in front of it as well, because we're bagels. It's just constant stupidity. Absolute constant stupidity. So yeah, basically it. I'm going to check one more time for her before I get off, and then hopefully she goes to bed. That's what I'm really hoping. I'm hoping that either the crisis resolve people show up. I don't get an update, unfortunately. They said they would send somebody out. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but she's not on live anymore. Hopefully she goes to bed. I don't know. Oh, Lisa. So yeah, I wanted to better than Las Vegas, but I couldn't because we spent so much money last minute on the wedding. It was insane. So I kept bothering him leading up to the wedding that I just wanted to elope and run away to Vegas, and he was just like, oh my God, we've spent so much money. My parents are going to be so angry. We can't do that. And so I was like, well, how about we just go there on our honeymoon? And he was like, yeah, I guess we can look into that. And I was like, well, we're going tomorrow, so please pack a bag. And he thought I was joking, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm very sarcastic. He was like, no, we're not going tomorrow. I was like, we are. We are. He's so good. He's so cute. He had a whole bunch of his teeth removed, but he's doing so well. He's been, you know, keeping up to date on all his, you know, shots and everything like that. He's an older dog, so he's having a little bit of mobility issues, but this is like the first time in his life he's getting to be a dog, and he's loving toys. He loves the ones, like the rubber ones with the squeakers. He's just living his best life, so he's very, very happy. Wait, what's according to a scanner? Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Steph. That was very nice of you. The crisis people, according to the scanner. Oh, will that come up on the scanner? I have like a police scanner app. I don't have an actual police scanner, but I didn't even check it because I've been on here. But we called and we told them. But I've also gone down there twice, and I don't know. Does it say, did they say they were going out there, or did you, because it just says according to the scanner. I didn't see one before that. Maybe I'm stupid. I mean, I am, but maybe I missed it. Yes. Okay, good. Hopefully they are, because they've been called. I don't know. I hope that she's asleep. I don't know. Mercedes, yeah, we were talking about her a little bit ago. I was streaming her Instagram live because she's been on for like 2 days straight. She's clearly in a manic episode, and she's just been spreading a bunch of lies about my nieces and nephews and me and a couple other creators on this app. And yeah, well, that's good to know. I hope they get there soon. Oh yeah, no, that was we, and then Ronnie was here and we were talking about the baby and whatever. And I just haven't been on here in a while, and I just shared some wedding photos for everybody who's really nice to me. And I appreciate you guys being nice to me, because not everybody is. So this morning, from what I've seen, I mean, again, Lisa just pushes everybody's buttons to the point that they can't function anymore, because you guys see how she interacts with people. And that weird cocky attitude that she has, she does that with us, and it's incredibly frustrating. I watched her push my dad's buttons, and asked her to stop lying about the family. He's asked her to stop putting out family business. The other day, she told, I don't know if it was Instagram or TikTok, it's all over her Reddit and YouTube. Apparently, she made some comment about when she can't get her pills, she goes to my mother. And my dad did not like that. So he was screaming at her, and I don't know. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Oh, I wasn't in that live. Lisa has me blocked on like everything. I had to make a new Instagram, but so I caught that today. But it was like the end of what was going on. Yeah. I mean, it's not even like it's family business, though. That's the weird part, is like she makes up stuff. She makes these weird, wild accusations. And if you want to do that about yourself, fine. You want to be a pretend nurse, you want to be a lady who helps the homeless named Melinda, you want to do that. Live your best life. I don't care. But like, don't say that you have people in your family that are expecting children and they're currently pregnant and on drugs. That's not fair. That's a bold-faced lie. And there's more than one person that she's done that to in our family. She's said that people had passed away. Like, okay, listen, if you want to kill off Aunt Gertrude that doesn't exist so you can get some PTO or paid time off, whatever, like, live your best life. I don't care. But like, you can't be telling people that your dad passed away while you're sitting in the truck next to him. Like, that's kind of where I was like, whoa, that we need to draw the line. That's the whole reason I'm on this damn app in the first place. But it's like she makes up these weird, wild accusations, and then when somebody comes to her and is like, that's not true, she's like, well, remember that time in 6th grade when you did this? And it's like, no, because that was 20 years ago and doesn't matter. No. Abby is pregnant, and they confirmed that themselves. And they did have surgery. They did not have a hysterectomy. And they are pregnant. Lisa, I'm just all about her not speaking, if I'm being honest at this point, because I can't take it anymore. It's so weird. It's so weird. And I don't confirm anything that somebody else hasn't already said, right? Like, there have been multiple times people ask me questions about Abby or her other kids, or even my sister, my Ronnie, and I'd be like, I don't know. I can't confirm that. I don't know. But if somebody's like, hey, is your dad okay? I'm going to be like, yeah, he's fine. He's, whatever. But it's just so weird to me that she puts all this information out there. Ryan Ray, hey girl, hey. Lisa, the last time that I've spoken to Abby, they were. So I've just gotten in the habit of using they, them, because that's what they asked me to do. I don't know if that's changed. I've never seen them get upset at somebody else using it, but just because we've had that like kind of conversation one-on-one, I try and be respectful. So until they tell me that they're no longer using those, I do, because whether or not I'm speaking to this person or I'm mad at this person or whatever, I also try and be as respectful as possible. And I may not support that person specifically, but I absolutely am an ally for all of my trans and non-binary pals. So I do my best. I know, Ryan, I said the same thing. I was like, great name. Love that for me. Love that for them. Abby was in here a little bit ago, but I'm not sure if they still are. I invited them up if they wanted to say anything because they didn't really get to talk on Lisa's. And that's the thing, right? Is like, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. And you just do your best when you're told. And that's kind of how I live my life. So no worries. I know other people have used she, her pronouns for Abby. And I would be lying if I said I didn't slip up sometimes, but you just, oop, sorry. Correct yourself, move on. Nikki is very level-headed. To an extent, all of her children are way more normal than they probably have any right to be. And they're all good kids and they're all good people. They've made a lot of mistakes and they've been, you know, gone down the wrong path, but it's not too late for them. And they have plenty of life left to live, and I tell them all that every time I see them, and, you know, they can change it and turn things around, and they just have to want it. Nikki's 18. Ryan, you are not wrong. Somehow I'm the bad guy. I'm fine with that, though. I don't care. I know the truth, and that's why I don't get all messed up. And people are like, oh, she was talking about you. I'm like, oh, what'd I do today? What did I do now? Like, was I good at it? What happened? Tell me all the things. Tell me more about me. Yeah. My friend Virgo, do you want to come keep me company for a little bit up here? It's been so long since I've been on here. The kids didn't really stage an intervention as much as ambush her with an intervention today. And that'll be up on the YouTube pretty soon, I'm sure. I am sure. What is happening? Yeah, Tracy, I'm honestly not sure. Like I said, Lisa definitely talks to Abby more than I do, and more recently. So I don't know if that's changed. And I don't know if oh, she misgenders her own child. I genuinely don't know. The conversation that I last had is when, you know, I was told of those pronouns, and that's why I use them. And until they tell me differently, I just try and use them what they had. Oh, Abby's back in here. So here you go. Hi, Virgo.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's your move situation going?
Good. Pretty soon. I think like April 1 probably.
Oh, wow. I've been trying to like get my life together so that I could come and visit you. And now I am off Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know. It's hard for me to get to like Pittsburgh on the weekends because it's just
girl,
like,
I'll drive
crazy.
to you. I don't care.
Yeah, but we'll definitely, we have a little bit more time, so.
Okay. I just didn't, I mean, that's soon. I don't know when I thought it would be, but I didn't. Have you been keeping up with this craziness that's been going on the past few days?
You know I have.
Have you? I genuinely haven't. I haven't really been talking to anybody. I haven't been like looking at anything. Yesterday is like one of the first days I actually caught anything. And then obviously today.
Right.
But I work like 10 to 12 hours a day, so
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times like either I'm not up that early or like I'm dealing with kids and I miss it, so I usually catch up on YouTube, but I've been like keeping track of everything. Like I want to know at the end of the year like just how much she's asked for, how much many times she went live and asked for something or so I've been keeping track of it.
what's really weird is the past couple days from what I've seen like on the Reddit and on like YouTube, she's not really like asking. I mean, some of them she is, but other ones she's not. Like she's trying to like pick a fight with people.
For
Like
sure.
she's like, anybody doesn't like me, come up here and tell me about it.
Yeah.
And then somebody comes up and tells her about herself and she's like, why does everybody hate me?
Yeah. Yeah, she started one that was like she wanted people to come up and roast her. Like, girl, they roast you whether you want it or not. Like, why are you asking for this?
I just don't get
I
it.
know. It's I hate it's hard to watch sometimes, like it was really hard for me to watch her kids up there. I didn't watch all of it.
Yeah.
That shit just makes me sad, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, especially because, Abby was the first to be up there and understandably was upset. I mean, after the things that has been said about them and, stood up for themselves and said, why are you saying this? And of course, Lisa said, I didn't say that. And, Abby was like,
right.
I just saw it. Like, I watched you say it multiple times, and which we all know is true.
Of course.
And then, people, said what they had to say and she ends the live. And then, Cole comes up and is like, oh, this, that, and the third. And, he was like, yeah, I did that. Yes, I've done this. And it was almost like she was trying to embarrass him. Like, well, why don't you tell people what you've been through?
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's deflection.
Yeah.
Like, don't look at me, look at them. Look what they did, and those are your children.
Right.
It's like, I can't wrap my head around that, but, we've all been traumas and things that will make you do stuff like that. And I always try to remind people that they say a person in active addiction stops maturing at the age that they started using. So
they started using,
right.
Yeah.
So when you get clean, you go back to that mental age of like, 18 or however old you were. And from my understanding, she was pretty young. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, they wanted all of them in the box at the one time, but apparently she could only get 2 of them in. And then Nicole came up and, Nicole was just like, this is crazy. Why are we doing this? Like, and said what they had to say. And then, Lisa was like, oh, I'm going to go lay down. I'm really tired. And, I'm going to get off of here. And then not even 5 minutes later, she was back on with random strangers. Right. And it's like, you couldn't give your own daughter 5 minutes. And Nikki called her out on it. She was like, you let Abby go for 20 minutes. You let, Cole go for 15, 20 minutes. And I can't even get 5? Like,
right.
It's terrible. But again, she has her version of the truth. She, it sounds weird to say this, but this is my genuine opinion for anybody who's new here. I almost feel like Lisa thinks she's on this weird, like, reality show version of the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Where it's all about, and she's writing this script, right? She has this whole thing laid out, and anybody that doesn't go along with her script, is the enemy. They're a villain.
Correct. Yeah, you can hear her say like, oh, haven't you ever seen as soon as I come into a live, the numbers go up to 1,000. Like she thinks that she's like this celebrity and that if you talk about her, you get numbers from her. I'm not going to lie, I've spent lots of time talking about her in boxes and I'm very educated on the situation. I've been watching her for over a year now. I've been watching Jess for almost a year now. I've never gotten any followers off of talking about Lisa. I can promise you that. And that's never my goal. I want Lisa to do better for herself. And in the beginning, my hopes was the same as Jess, is like, this would embarrass her enough to like stop. Mm-hmm. But that's very clear that that's not going to happen. So, I agree with Jess that people should try to stop watching. I know it's hard. It's like a car accident where you can't look away. I get that. But if you can watch from the outside, if you can watch it on YouTube being streamed by someone else, there's lots of people who are doing that.
Yeah.
Just stop giving her the attention. Stop getting in her box and calling her out on the bullshit that she knows she's already done. She knows it.
Yeah. Mhm.
We all know it. There's plenty of proof out there, but we have to stop giving her the attention she's craving because it's very clear
Or
that's
yeah,
her goal.
just commenting on it because you're pushing her out to the For You page. You know, the funnier it is. And trust me, I have a lot of really funny things I want to say to her.
Right.
But like, the more you comment and you spam, even the don't gift, like resources only, the prayer hands, like only, I mean, that even pushes her out to the For You page. And she's getting a lot of people that don't know a lot about her story. And they just see this, you know, single mom whose husband died crying, who was a nurse and everything else. They don't know everything that's going on because she does appear and come back. And they think that she's new, but she's not. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't do research. And I'm not saying that people are wrong for trying to warn other people, but it's like, if you want to help, just report the live. Just keep reporting it. I mean, I don't understand this weird thing that she has that she thinks people are obsessed with her. Now, I will be the first to admit I built a whole platform off of her. That was the whole point of me having a separate page, was to build a platform to tell people she's a liar. I've never said I didn't do that.
Right.
If there's one person she could say that about, it's me. But she doesn't say that about me. She says everything else about me. It doesn't make any damn sense. But anyway, I don't even use that account anymore. I use my own account. And I don't hide behind that. I feel transparent about the things that I've done and where I'm at. And I mean, even this live, the gifts are off. I'm not trying to make money off of you. I'm not trying to gain followers off of you. If I was trying to build a platform, I would be trying to like post my own things to like do things for myself. And that's like not what it is. That's not what's happening here. Oh, nobody checks up on me when I'm off the app, but as soon as I'm back, everybody's talking about me. I don't understand what she doesn't understand about the fact that we're all responding to her.
Right. And that you don't hear from anybody until she starts making noise on the internet and people start blowing you up. So how do you know that there's issues at the house? Yeah, I mean, that just is common sense to me, but I know there's always going to be people that accidentally scroll into her live and they see this lady who is crying and making this big scene and they think, well, if I just send her the $15, she'll get off now. And she usually does. If she gets the money, she does get off. She'll be back tomorrow, but she does get off for the day. And that's hard. You know, my best advice is if you see somebody doing that, try to send them a private message and explain how they can do their own research and explain where they can find all the proof. I do that a lot. I try not to comment in her live at all because I'm sure if she notices me, she'll probably block me. But, you know, if you can just send private messages to people who you think are maybe getting close to donating. There's also a lot of people who pretend like they're getting ready to donate and they're not, so you're wasting time doing that too. It's a double-edged sword. I'm grateful that she only is on here 1 week out of the month because I don't know if I could keep up with her all month.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. But and I've tried to tell her so many times, like, you know, people don't talk to you until you're acting manic. The same, because they're responding to you, the same way that the fire department doesn't show up if there's not a fire. They don't just come to your house and like, hey, it's Thursday. That's not what happens. Like, they respond to the cry for help. You are making a cry for help. People are responding to that. That is what's happening. Yes, we have a brother. His name is RJ. And he is 11 years younger than me, so he's 26. And he does not drive. He was not taking her anywhere today. And my dad is fine. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. And I feel bad because, like, I have taken such a stance of, like, I don't want to hear about this. I don't want to be involved. Nobody messaged me. So, like, nobody really sent me anything until there's a creator. I think their name is, like, Karma Goes Round.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe?
Yeah, she's great.
Something? Oh, okay. Yeah. They shared the live to me, and I was just like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. I'm, like, a night person, so I'm up usually till like 3 or 4 a.m. and she started about 1:30, 2 o'clock. She got banned at 4:30 and then
TikTok.
and then switched over to Instagram, where I'm banned, and I've tried to make new accounts on new devices and I still can't find her. So I just have to watch it on YouTube if someone's streaming it, or catch it later, which is what I did. And yeah, it's, man, she was relentless last night. And like you said, she wasn't asking for anything. So that's weird. That's new. She wasn't spending all this time on there because she needed something. She was spending all this time on there building this hate rally for her.
Yeah.
And that's new behavior for sure.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at, like I said, I check the Reddit every once in a while. I don't really post on there anymore because there are some people on there that are like, you know, how would you know? You said you were done with her, or, you know, you're never around. You only pop up when, you know, you can get attention, or you just do this for this, or whatever the case is. And it's like, sometimes I just check to make sure she's like, you know, because she doesn't answer my text messages. Or anything. So I either hear from my dad or Jace that, you know, they need food or whatever, like when I took them food, and that's fine, like whatever. But sometimes I just check to see if she's on and if she's kind of alive. That's sad to say, but when I looked yesterday at YouTube, I was floored to see there's like over 40 hours of content from the last 3 days.
It's really strange too, because she went from February 30th, or January 30th was the last day she was on in January. And then she didn't go on again until February 24th, which is after her payday.
Yeah.
So that's strange. That's like out of her like cycle that she normally does. So I was surprised when I didn't get her back this second week in February. So I was like, okay, here we go. And then she waited all the way until the 24th. And now she's been on every single day, and she'll drop people, end it, come right back, like multiple times. I mean, this is just, I'm going to add it up and see how many times she actually like hit start live, but it's got to be like 30 times in the last couple days that she stopped and started.
Yeah. And she's bouncing from like one topic to another. One of the videos I seen, it was like a compilation of Instagram lives, and they're only like 3 to 5 minutes each. So it was like, you know, she goes live for 3 minutes, and then she's gone for 5, and then she's back for 3 minutes, and then she's back for 5, and it's like very manic. And like in one of them, she was saying, because I confirmed on Reddit, like my dad was fine. He's not in the hospital. He's fine, because somebody asked.
I saw that.
And they were like, oh, she said that she hasn't talked to you since she was 17. Okay, I haven't seen you since you were 17, but you're mad at me because I recorded you outside when I have told her multiple times, and I have a recording. I told her every phone call of ours I record, every interaction of ours I record, because you go and say these wild things that never happened.
Right.
And I do it to protect myself. And I need to, because I will not say anything without receipts. I'm the queen of receipts. So I tell her this. So why would you not think you're being recorded? My phone was out in my hand.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't show your face out of respect. I just showed your feet because, like,
well, she just needs,
you know, I didn't want to like put it in your face.
She's not really mad at you for that. She knows what you do. She just needs something to blame you for. So that's where she went with it. If people can't see your genuineness with Jace and those kids, I don't know what to tell them. Like, I know that it gets to me when I see it. Like, it bothers me, but I know that there are so many more people on this app that support you and believe you than there are that don't.
Oh, thank God.
So, I know that you definitely have to take multiple breaks from this and step back at different points, but don't beat yourself up for coming back and talking about it either, because you care about those kids. I know it was those kids that like really got to you today. So
it was.
You're a human, and that is 100% normal that you've said you're done, and then new information has came out, and you time to talk about it maybe 1 or 2 more times, and then maybe you'll disappear again, and maybe you won't. That's your choice.
Yeah.
And you have the right to change your mind. Yeah.
I just don't understand how she says things and they don't make sense, but they don't make sense to her. Like, if I haven't seen you since you were 17, why did you let me take your child 2 hours away 6 months ago? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And then, when somebody reminds you of that, like, oh, she just took Jace for his birthday. Oh, yeah, she stole a bunch of gift cards. Ma'am, he got one gift card for $15, and he sent it online.
Right.
People watched him.
I sure did. Yep.
Like,
And I keep seeing this rent stuff in the comments. I just want y'all to use your brain a little bit here, okay? If she says that her rent is $245 a month and she owes almost $4,000 in back rent, let's do some math here. That means she hasn't paid rent in years, okay? So, first of all, Section 8 will never renew your lease if you're that far behind. Second of all, they won't let you get that far behind before trying to do some sort of intervention. Manager of the property or not, they're very strict about that kind of stuff. And I mean, how easy is it to add a number in front of everything on that paper? I mean, she could have been 2 months behind and put a 3 at the front, and now it looks like almost $4,000 when really she's just 2 months behind. It's
I'm not gonna lie, my brain went immediately to, you told me your rent was $24, now it's $243. That 3 is awfully far away from the 24.
Yeah, right. So, I mean,
Not accusing anybody of anything, I'm just saying I like puzzles, and that just
of course.
was a
And
little puzzling.
about the file, what is she gonna file taxes for?
I don't know, because I feel like we should be able to claim her as a dependent,
Right?
honestly.
We're all claiming her. She's not claiming anybody. She didn't work. Okay? She's not filing taxes. You guys gotta.
Well, Virgo, she was a nurse and a grocery
I
bagger
forgot about that.
and cleaned office buildings, so that shows what
I
you
did
know.
forget about that after.
So, you don't even know.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know anything about Section 8,
$15,
so I have
you
no
see?
idea.
Like that, they're never gonna let them get that far
Yeah.
behind. It just isn't a thing. So please know that that's completely untrue. That people sent in her box last night saying, "How could you let this happen?" Like, was such wasted time.
Ariel, yeah, she was a doctor, but I think that was on the 2022 taxes. I don't think that was a 23 tax.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, she had a career change. Sorry, I use humor to deal with
love
this,
it.
so I like those snide comments, you know. Oh yeah, those cat suits. Those were a tax write-off, Amber. Those cat suits for the janitorial job.
Yeah.
Those were, you know, those were obviously needed. But she was shocked you guys did not buy her cat suits, obviously. I wonder if that's still up. Do you know if that wish list is still up? I'm literally blocked, so.
I can check it out, sure, off the top of my head.
Yeah, Ariel. She was a doctor, then she was demoted to a nurse, and then somehow she became a grocery store bagger. So.
And then she cleaned up office buildings. I did.
Oh yeah, and
forget
then she
about
cleaned
that.
office buildings, and then because none of that worked out, we decided to do pro bono work, passing things out for the homeless. Oh yeah, don't even get me started with the slurs. It's just not hard to be respectful and not be a piece of shit. It's just not. You know, and the way that they talk, you know, she talks about Abby's ex, and calls him the transgender.
Yeah, can't stand it.
Yeah. And I'll be very clear, I hate that kid. I hate him.
Got it.
I hate him. But I would never be that disrespectful to
Right.
misgender or, like, it's not that hard.
Right.
Like,
I spoke with him one time, and like I can't judge someone's character on one time, but lots of things that he told me has come to fruition, and we've seen that it was telling the truth. None of that was any of my business to put out online, though. So,
well, you should share it with me, though.
Sure,
it is technically my business.
It is, sure, absolutely. You know,
so you can share with me later. You can text me about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he told lots of truths, and we all have like our demons and our skeletons. Like, that's not, you know, but there's just, I don't know. And I'm not perfect. I do not pretend to be perfect. I know she's going to see this and be like, oh,
Absolutely not.
whatever. But I'm not, and I don't pretend to be. And if she said something true about me, I'd be like, yeah, I did that. And I mean, Virgo, you were there when that whole thing happened with like the merch and the stickers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? You're right. I took that too far. Let me take
Absolutely.
it down.
And like,
you're
I don't
100%
think you
right.
did take it for what other people may have percepted it to be.
Yeah.
So
Because I wasn't trying to make it like a thing.
yeah, like what more do people want from you?
Yeah.
And that wasn't even your idea. Like, other people in the comments were like, you should do merch. And you were just joking. Like, I was thinking about making some stickers for my friends, and everyone's like, I'll buy them, you know, and it just blew up.
And that's exactly, that's how it started. The people that she had scammed, I wanted to send them stickers, like, because I had made them and people thought they were funny.
Yes.
And because I was playing around with my face as like the profile picture on the Scam Lisa's sister account.
Yeah.
And so I made these like they weren't stickers then. They were like, like a logo, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be funny to change them. And then people were like, those would be stickers. And I was like, you know what? I should get some of those printed and send them out to people that like send me proof you sent her money that she scammed you, and I will send you a sticker. Like, that's what I did. And then people were like, oh my God, I didn't send her anything, but I want that. Like, let me buy it. And so I did. But literally, there were 2 orders. Cass bought a mug. And
I'm so jealous that she has a mug and I don't. We have no idea. We go back and forth all the time.
My favorite was the tailored scripts instead of Taylor Swift, the Eras tour. Did you see that one? That was my favorite.
I did. It's a good one. There she is. There's Cass.
Girl, yes, that's my girl Cass. But yeah, I mean, and honestly, Cass's mug cost me $4 because I didn't price anything correctly. It was like, right. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I had to pay them because I didn't like cover taxes or shipping or whatever it was. I don't remember what it was. It might not have been shipping. It was something though. And they were just like, here is your statement. You owe us. And I was like, oh, great. Okay.
Thank you.
I was like, okay.
Glad
well, thank God nobody else bought anything. Yeah, but it was just meant to be funny.
Right,
like,
of course.
Did you really, like, what was on there? There was, like, a weird bathing suit. There was wallets. There was, like, the most weirdest thing.
And you put, like, things were sold out that weren't never bought.
Yes, I purposely picked, because I wanted her to think that people bought this, right? I wanted her to think, like, oh, my God, people bought flip-flops with my face on it. Yeah. And, like, that's so embarrassing. And then all of a sudden, these things started to come back in stock. But, like, why? And then I was like, no, Ian's right. Let me take this down. That was so funny.
So funny. We have been playing Scammer Trivia on Wednesday nights. I don't know if you've seen it, but we've been doing it on Samantha's page where we come up with like questions and there's like teams and they battle. We ask questions about different scammers or beggars and they have to ring in and answer fast. And it's really fun. It's been a fun way to like, change things up. So one of the questions I wanted to be like, it was like a phrase that someone says, that one of the people say, and you have to guess which one it is. So I was like, yins, let's do yins. And
yeah,
like maybe it's because I live in Pennsylvania that I also know what that is, and I think it's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody knew what it was, so we didn't use it.
I'm guilty of saying that all the time.
It's funny. My dad.
That sounds fun though. I wouldn't know anything because I don't follow any scammers. The minute I see somebody while I'm scrolling, because you know a live comes up and then sometimes I just scroll through lives. Like you see me popping in and out of your guys' lives all the time. Like I'll come in on Cass and then I'll keep scrolling and I'll come in on you and like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I will scroll as soon as I see one of them, I block it.
Oh yeah.
I can't do it. I just I can watch you guys. Like I see things secondhand, but I can't do it.
Yeah, it is the Pittsburgh area for sure.
Oh yeah. It's funny because when I travel, people will be like, "Are you from Pittsburgh?" And I'm like, yeah. I said Jens did. And then they laugh at me. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I haven't been on TikTok much lately. Just, you know, like since the wedding, really.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, like I scroll things, but I'm not on anywhere near as much as I used to. It's just, it's not the same anymore. To me, it's just like one big infomercial. Yeah. It's just either people, it's everybody asking for money in one way or another. It's either battling which is fine, whatever, if that's what you want to do, or buy this rug or this weird lamp or buy something from me, or just straight up send me your paycheck, and I just can't deal with it.
Yeah, it's wild. I know. I'm gonna take a break when we move, for a little bit. Just kind of take. I'm gonna be like obviously getting a big girl job and stuff. So yeah.
I would say I'm excited for you, but I'm trying to get, rid of my big girl job. So
Yeah, no, I get it. I do. It'll be okay though. My mom owns like a business and she needs help, so it's not like too much of a big girl job. I'll still be able to work from home and stuff, and
oh, well, that's exciting.
yeah. So, but I'm definitely ready for like warmer weather and no more snow.
Got 60 degrees here today. It was like 66
nice.
or something.
Yeah, it was nice here
And then
yesterday
what?
and today.
Tuesday or Wednesday or maybe both. It's going to be like,
Yeah.
what day? Because I literally had to check. I was like, that is a typo. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, it's going to be between 64 and 66.
Nice.
Monday, it's going to be 67. I don't think they know it's March. Like, Mother Nature needs a calendar.
For sure.
Yeah, but like 80 in Mesa makes sense. Like, it's desert. Like, I understand that. Like, my brain can compute that. Like, it was, I don't know if you guys know this, it snowed 4 days ago.
Right, it literally did. Like, I didn't even know it was supposed to snow, and I wake up and look outside, and the snow covered the ground.
On Sunday. No, Saturday. It was Saturday. Yep. There was almost 2 inches of snow that fell, and it was freezing. It's Tuesday, and it's 60. Yeah. That's weird. And it rained yesterday. So, but yeah, I don't know anything about scammers, so I can't play that game. But if you guys play different games, I could play. Unless it's like a your group thing. I'm not really part of your group, so.
Can play.
Oh.
But, yeah.
I was like, let me not just invite myself to this party. Right.
Well, I'm going to jump out of here.
I'm going to hop off too, but thank you for joining and hanging out.
Of course.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll text you tomorrow.
Okay. Have a good night.
Okay. All right, you too.
All right. Oh, Ticket to Ride. That was the first game I ever played with my husband. We have a whole game room. He loves games, like board games and stuff. So, but yeah. But I'm going to hop off because I guess we're done for the evening. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Not that interesting. And I just worked for like 12 hours. So I'm going to go. But as per usual, please remember quickly that my sister and my siblings and my nieces and nephews and nibblings are people, and try to be as you possibly can without driving yourself crazy. Who's this? And yeah, have a great night. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys soon.